Oh, baby.
Gotta get one of those phone stands.
5, live in 6 minutes.
For you, yeah.
Okay. Select stream.
You like the link.
Oh, it's a new one. Oh, it's this one right here. There we go. Okay.
Boricua.
Mofongo.
Bostones.
Okay. It's not live yet, right?
No.
Okay. I think it's because I have it set for
For 5.
for 5.
Secret
know if there's
project
a-
cars.
No, I don't know.
We got some people in the chat.
It says upcoming.
Can you guys hear us? Can you see
Yeah,
us?
you can give input in the chat.
Yeah.
You
Interesting.
can't see anything.
Oh, you can't see us. Okay.
Okay.
You can't hear either?
So
Okay.
I think because you set it
Yeah.
at 5.
Yeah, we got a couple minutes to get people in here.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a way for me to override. Let's see.
Oh,
live now.
you mean
Yeah.
like 5 p.m.?
I don't think
Go back to where you were in settings.
in settings.
Down here.
It's funny because I didn't get the opportunity to choose the time here.
It's probably in
Yeah.
YouTube.
It's on YouTube, so we're gonna have to wait 5 minutes. Sorry, fellows.
I just told everybody in the group.
I
chat.
can see and hear. We see and hear you.
Yeah, we can hear.
Oh, really?
Oh, you guys can.
Check the other stream real quick, and then.
I'm in the live
Oh.
chat. I don't see anything like
Oh,
that.
we are live. We are live. There's 2 different streams. That's why.
Wait, they can
What
see us?
is going on? You guys can see us right now.
Oh,
Welcome
sick.
to our new live stream setup. Ladies and gentlemen, you in the right chat now?
Nope. Can't
There's,
find it.
there's 2 chats.
No, he
I
said no.
There's 2 chats. Check this out, fellas. Look, we can even zoom in on the different guys.
There we
Look,
go. I got
wave
it.
to the
now.
camera, Ricky.
There's 2 chats or there's 2 live streams?
There's 2 live streams. You need to join the other one.
I got it.
You got it. Oh, we're good now.
All right.
Why do we have two?
Yes, I can. I think.
Yo,
All right.
Yo. What's
Ladies
up,
and
everybody?
gentlemen, what is going on? Sorry for a few minutes here. We've got a whole new setup, which is pretty awesome, I should say. We've got good audio.
I know.
We've got good video. And today we're going to talk about some things. We're going to leak some things. We got some cool cars in the background as well that you guys don't even know we've started yet. So we got Dream Build 10 in the house right behind us.
Okay, thank guys up there. I thought
I
you
put
were
it
showing
up so you
everything.
can't see
Kinda-
all the cool parts.
kinda hard to
Maybe you
see,
can
yeah.
see a couple of things,
It's
Yeah.
there.
but the really cool stuff you can't see because it's up in the air.
Yes.
That
All
works.
right. I'm going to
I'm gonna
delete
save that for the episode.
this old one here. Sorry, guys. And then we can get started. There we go. All right. So,
Cool.
thank you guys so much for joining us. I think before we get started, I would like to ask where you guys are in the world, because we have people from all over the world who watch us now, and it's been probably a year since we've done a live
We
stream.
haven't done a
So,
live stream in ages.
yeah, so
know,
I'm trying to
please
think of the last one that we
spam
did.
the chat. Post where you're at, and we'll see who's the furthest from San Diego. We got South Africa in the house,
Oh, wow.
Japan.
Taiwan, Greece.
I think the last one we did was like a spin the
Iowa.
wheel and win. I think it was like
Egypt.
Egypt.
a promo for something. I forget
Wow.
what it was.
Okay. They are flying in now. Erie, PA.
Dallas, Texas, Boston,
We were like giving away stickers.
Inglewood. Oh, yeah. And money,
Ohio,
too.
baby.
Yeah, they go with
Ohio.
money, too.
Yeah.
Money.
Yeah.
All right. So there's a couple things I want to talk about. But before we do that, a couple housekeeping things. To our left here is our Mitsubishi Eclipse. That was the giveaway that ended at the end of Q1. And our winner, Tay, is coming out here in a couple weeks. So it's kind of a bittersweet moment.
Yeah.
We were talking about this earlier. Mickey, what's your favorite moment about the Mitsubishi Eclipse build?
Favorite moment?
Or favorite mod, favorite thing?
No, I just honestly the car just for me is more of a not really sure how you call it. It was like the first real project for Ricky, Quinn, myself, Evan. You participated just as a whole. Like everybody got to kind of shine in their own way. We had a lot of creative freedom on that car.
First SEMA project.
And it was our first
Yeah,
SEMA
real.
actual car that we built with the intention of taking it to Las Vegas and debuting it there for the world to see, which it being a Fast and Furious tribute car, us having our own way with it as far as like creativity, and then everybody kind of flexing their skill set on it was really cool. Like, Quinn built the engine, Ricky did the whole sound system. I got to do a lot of really cool stuff on the exterior of the car stylistically. And Evan, I mean,
We did all the fab. We did all the intercooler piping.
Yeah.
We did all that stuff.
Yeah.
So,
It was
Quinn?
to me, it was just a whole well-rounded project.
I kind of want to say everything is a complete package. The way we tackled that build, that was like kind of the first big project I think we all four did together as a group. Like we'd worked on other things like the Mustang and kind of the sweepstakes stuff and little things like the R35 here and there, but that was kind of the first real build that this whole team came together to do. And I think it was really cool. And everyone kind of did their strengths. I built the engine. We made 650 with it. Ricky did a gangster audio system. The car looks insane. The air suspension, the wheel specs were dialed in, like everything. Everybody like came together for that. And it was kind of the first full build like that.
No, you're making me not wanting to give away.
It's too late. It's too late.
It is too late.
You know?
It is too late. Ricky,
Sure.
what about you? What about you?
With me, one of the things that really stood out for me was like the wing. It's a two-piece chassis wing.
We got a lot of hate for that.
Yeah, but it actually works when you actually
It's
you
stable,
can actually
yeah.
stand up on the wing and it doesn't
That's
even
right.
flex. And for it to be in a two-piece that you can still open the trunk, that's pretty amazing. And then the other thing was the rear subframe. That
Oh,
subframe
that's right.
was made for front-wheel drive cars. So we, us being all-wheel drive, and once we put on air suspension and we lower it, the axles actually hit the subframe. So we had to completely modified the subframe so it can go all the way to the ground. So that was
That thing gets low too.
yeah, it
It
goes
looks
down.
so
I think
good.
that's one important thing. Like if there's obviously a million different ways to build a car, but if you're going to put it on bags, it needs to be as low as humanly possible. I've seen a lot of people, they put it on bags and it's low, but like you could almost drive because that's
Yeah.
how low it is.
Yeah.
I think all the cars we do here, I think we do a really nice job of laying them out. And they usually, if the car body is not touching the ground, usually we try to figure out how do we make the entire body on the ground so that literally if you parked it outside, you can leave it unlocked because no one's ever going to be able to drive that.
Yeah,
going
we,
anywhere.
we have modified air suspension to go even lower than what it was.
Remember the
designed to.
R35 the first time we had that thing out?
Oh yeah. Yeah, those
We're
things.
lower than the ground.
I think
Yeah.
certain
Yeah,
chassis get
that
really low
possible?
too. Yep. All right, let's get a couple questions here. Does anyone have a question for any one of us, either in particular or as a throttle team? And I'm gonna play with this while we figure it out.
Wow.
So we're just playing around with this. We got all sorts of cool stuff. So
I think our chat froze. It's not
the
moving.
chat froze.
Mine's still working.
All right, what
Oh,
questions
so
you
they're
have
coming
for
in.
the throttle team? I have to ask, being a truck guy, are you guys ever going to do a truck project giveaway?
Oh, there we go. I
Ooh,
can
who
see
wants
the
to
chat
answer
better
that?
now.
Who wants to answer that?
Truck project giveaway. We haven't done a truck
We have.
giveaway.
We haven't. We did Dream
Why?
Build.
We've
Dream
done
Build
a
8
Dream
was
No,
a truck.
yeah, we've done
We've
Dream
done
Builds.
some trucks.
But we've never done a giveaway.
We've never done a giveaway. What truck do you
I
think
didn't
would be the
notice that.
best giveaway? Are we talking like big diesel? Are we talking like a TRX or a Raptor? Like I think there's kind of subdivisions of the truck
Yeah, of
community.
course,
The
'cause
TRX would be fun.
Yeah,
The
those-
TRX would be really
a good
Yeah,
one.
really good. Yeah, because you also have the small trucks, right? Like the Maverick and the Santa Cruz, and then you have the F-150s. Then you can go all the way up to like the 250s or the 2500.
What about like a drag
And the
F-150
diesel.
build? Those are getting popular with
Ooh,
the
the
Coyote.
single
in it?
cab,
With the
yeah.
Coyote.
The
That's
Twin
kind
turbo,
of more.
yeah.
the 10R80 cars.
Yeah.
Really fast.
The
It's kind of
single
like
cab
more
You
Coyote.
can't give
our
that
style.
away though. You
Why?
can't.
Yes, we can.
Dude, you built a 1500 horsepower F-150. You're gonna give that to someone?
Okay, so
Well,
we need
so
to talk
that's-
about
that's
that.
the
We
thing,
need
right?
to talk about that because I think that's one thing that maybe a lot of people don't realize is there's a lot of companies who give away cars and stuff like that, and then there's a lot of stories you see where people are wrecking these cars left and right because not
Yeah.
everyone has experience driving a 1500
There was
horsepower.
one
that,
recently that he
Yeah.
wrecked it a week
Yeah.
after he got it.
Porsche.
Yeah, it was like a
Yeah.
GT3 or
GT3
something.
RS, yeah.
So we're not trying to do that.
That's
I
exactly. I
think,
mean, it's
like-
cool in theory to do
Yeah.
something like that, but
I think-
you know,
But you
once
gotta think. But you
really
gotta think
sit-
about it. What about the TRX? That's already a monster. of a
It's already
truck.
insane.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's already too much for a lot of people. the
It
way
is, and you're going to
is.
double that in an F-150.
Yeah,
It's
we shouldn't.
ridiculous, you know? like everybody throws a number 1,000 horsepower around a lot, especially online and on social media stuff. But until you actually sit in the 1,000 horsepower car and do a pass,
Yeah.
you have no idea.
It's insane.
You don't understand what it feels like, and you're going to give that away to somebody, and
It's not a good
we have
move,
a lot
I
of
don't
young
think.
people who win these cars, you know, and you got to make them save for it.
Yeah.
It's just like,
Yeah, I'm with you. So I don't know if you guys agree in the comment section down below, but yeah, I'd rather not have that on my conscience.
Yeah, but that's just like one style of trucks, right? We can always do like my wife's Raptor, the one that we did here.
Yeah,
That
we could do
was-
like an off-road
yeah.
build. Like I
Yeah.
definitely feel more comfortable doing something like that. And
Yeah.
we haven't done a lot of that at all, really. A lot of off-road stuff. We do have some builds coming up that are more like overlanding style, which I'm excited about. And the your Raptor did really well on the channel.
Yeah,
like
that was a
people
good
love
truck.
Raptors.
I
and-
love that truck.
Yeah.
I mean, I was actually gonna sell the truck.
Mhm. That's
And
right.
then we said,
Well,
we
it had
talked
like the
about it, yeah.
nastiest exhaust leak
Oh,
ever. It sounded
God.
like a tractor.
Yeah. I didn't want to fix it. I didn't want to pay anybody to fix it.
because like, here's my truck. I'm going to Boston. You left and I had to fix it.
I'm leaving
Really
tomorrow
going
again too.
That's funny.
Quinn's a saint for fixing that exhaust leak.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
I was out here
Oh,
in the
dude.
shop.
Oh,
with him
you
while
had
he
to
was
drill
doing
out
it.
the
There was
studs, right?
5 or 6 broken studs in the head.
Well, my
That was
friend,
brutal.
myself, and my wife appreciate you a lot. We love the truck.
I learned
again.
some new
course.
cuss words that week.
Yeah.
So did I.
We love the truck again. Like we when we bought it, so I was gonna sell it to buy another Raptor. So I'm like, I love the Raptor so much, the 6.2 V8, that I was just gonna sell it, cough up some money, and then just buy another one. And then we brought that up, like,
Yeah.
well, why don't we just do it in the channel, and then you don't have to, come too much out of pocket, and then
Right.
we'll make it look brand new again. I was like, yeah, let's give it a try, and then
Yeah.
oh
a
my
new
God,
life.
It is such a nice truck now.
Looks great.
I love it.
Speaking of selling cars, we've got a few vehicles for sale. So I wanted to throw them up on the live stream here. We haven't really formally made real listings. Really, we've thrown a couple up on Facebook Marketplace, but as you guys can probably see behind us, there's a lot of cars here, and we do not have a lot of space. So a couple of vehicles. Maybe you're interested. Maybe you're not. Find a way to get a hold of us. My email should be somewhere in the description or somewhere down below. Email me at evan@throtl.com if you're interested in learning more. So we have the 300ZX, Z32 full restoration. We bought that car for what, $300, $200?
$300, yeah.
$300 EX.
Yeah, that's
baby.
right.
$300,
Had
that's
pretty
right.
much nothing in it. Now I was just watching the video. 600 horsepower at the wheels.
That SR
Yeah.
is crazy.
It's
fully
insane.
built
I don't know
SR.
if
What
you
are the
do
specs on the
anything-
engine, Quinn?
I don't know if
everyone-
there's anything else you can do to an SR.
What are
other
the
than a bigger
specs?
cam. It's billet main caps.
do a billet
It's a
block.
sleeved block, custom pistons, forged rods. It's a stroker, Brian Carr stroker, so 91 millimeter stroke. Fully rebuilt everything. Everything's brand new. Timing cover, cylinder heads, been completely gone through. Port and polished. It's got a big cam in it. Valve springs. We did the rocker fix, so you've got 2 indexing shims on the
Oh, that's
rocker,
right.
so it's not going to spit it out, so you can rev that thing like crazy. Fuel system's all done. It's got a Garrett G30 on it, Artec manifold.
It's like all brand new.
Alltech. It's insane. It's
Yeah.
a phenomenal powertrain setup.
The entire car was replaced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bayside
Yeah.
blue paint job
Full
by Torrey
interior.
The
Pines.
interior,
Yeah, custom interior, custom audio system, but no subs, but all
No, but it
speakers
sounds
replaced.
really
Sounds
good.
The
Yeah.
interior
super
turned really nice
yeah,
on that.
all
Those
suede,
seats.
leather,
Yeah.
new carpet. I mean, it's pretty much the works, but unfortunately here in California, we can't drive a car like that on the street. It's not really set up to be a track car, so we all
No.
decided like it's not worth converting to being a drag car or anything. So it's looking for a new home. So if anyone's interested in that, shoot me a DM on Instagram, through here, through email, whatever.
I see numbers in the chat. It's just
you
email
throw some
Evan
offers.
with a real number, like an
Yeah.
actual real number, and I guarantee you it'll be yours.
The next one, Mercedes, Voodoo Mercedes that we just finished up. Another car that we don't really have a clear purpose for now that it's done. Although what's cool about this one is a diesel chassis. So there's no issue there. Car made 418 at the wheels, healthy Voodoo motor, 6-speed.
Sounds good. Runs great.
Sounds good, runs good.
Yeah.
Kind of a Frankenstein cool rat rod mobile. This is not
swap.
this is not like the 300 where it's like pristine,
No,
perfect,
right,
clean.
right.
This is rough and tumble, and
This
it's
is-
rough
this
around
is
the
a
edges.
project car that
Yes.
still needs some stuff.
It
to
needs some
be-
TLC,
yeah, some
for
TLC,
sure.
but it's a great startup project.
Yeah.
It's
And a lot of
neat-
the
And it
heavy
drives and
lifting.
runs,
yeah, it runs and drives. The powertrain's solid.
The
It's all
Magna
new.
flow exhaust is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep. So if anyone's looking into that, let me know. Shoot me an email. We got a little donation here From Victor, $2. He said, "What happened to Mickey's Bad Apple RX-7?"
Hey,
Give
Mickey,
us the
that's you.
the runaround here.
Yep. So went through a couple motors, sent the car off to a paint shop to have it painted, and it sat there for a couple years, neglected. Finally got the car back, and unfortunately there was some things wrong with it. So I sort of stuck it in the corner and forgot about it for a while.
Didn't they?
On
Very
purpose.
active.
The window was down or something, right?
It was
Yeah.
left outside, unfortunately, for a year or more with the window down.
So you know what? You know what's crazy about that? That's the round 2 for that car.
Yeah.
That's
So
right. Yeah,
when
you
you
found
when
it
you
like
bought
that.
that car, he bought it like with the
Same,
windows down, sitting for like
basically.
10, 9 years.
Yeah, and then we did all that work to it. The interior was like brand new.
Perfect. That was
Yeah.
it was literally a
was a
brand
brand new
new
car.
RX-7.
It was.
Yeah.
It was
then,
crazy.
And then it happened again. The same history
Yeah.
happened again to it.
So, I'm sure you can imagine the wind was kind of taken out of my sails at that point. So, I kind of got into Skylines and sort of put my back to that car for a while until the passion's there to rebuild it. And
So maybe it'll
but-
come back.
But
for
the car
resurgence,
still,
maybe?
you still own the car. You
I still have
yeah.
the car. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just stored away right now.
There you go.
We got another donation here from King of the Ring 2018. Says, I just watched the Trading Up IS 300 series.
Oh wow, yeah,
I
nice.
found a 2003 IS 300 Sport Design running and driving that I snagged for $750. That's a good deal.
Oh,
Is
wow.
the Sport Design?
Nice.
That's
Really?
not the wagon, is it? Did they
I
call it
thought that was a sport cross.
Sport Cross? Okay, so this is just the sedan, kind of like ours. Trading Up was a fun little series.
It was.
IS 300 is a good cars. We actually traded that to a subscriber.
Yeah.
We got the blue 335
Yeah,
for
the
that.
blown up
yeah,
335.
that's right.
Yeah.
That was actually a really nice car after the
That
engine
was.
swap.
Yeah, and
Really
55
nice.
single turbo.
Sean, shout out to Sean. I hear the train.
Shout
in
out to the
background.
train.
Shout out to the train.
Shout out to Ken Pang.
Never
Ken
fail.
Pang.
All right. It says Mickey microphone volume is low. I think they're all the same, so you got to speak up.
You probably turned
You got to bring
Speak
the mic
into the
up.
mic a little
Bring
bit.
it up, brother.
A little bit clearer. All right, we got Puerto Rico in the house.
Dale, hueva.
You like that button.
That's a good one. All right, what other questions you guys have for us? Watching from the Philippines. I saw
Let's see.
Chelsea's in here.
I saw that.
Can't wait to see the Mach 1 build. I see it behind you. Yep.
We're closing in on the finish line on that.
How good
Yes.
can you see it?
Yeah, they can
Don't
see
zoom
it a
in too
little bit.
much.
Oh, they can see a little bit.
Yeah,
if
don't
you guys
zoom
are
in too much.
really sharp, you can see what's going on with that.
Can you?
Yeah.
Kinda.
Yeah, if you know what that thing is on the front of it.
But that's going to be a great one. We have a big event, so let's talk about that. June 14th
Yeah.
at Elite Finish in San Diego. Cars and Coffee partnered up with WD-40 on Dream Build and on the event. It's going to be a big turnout. We have probably 600, 700 RSVPs right now.
Already.
Already.
Oh wow.
Wow.
I think there's going to be a couple thousand people there. And the
wait.
first 200 people are going to get 225 people are going to get free throttle t-shirt, maybe a
Sick.
hoodie. We have a bunch of stuff we're bringing.
You're going to save some shirts for us because those shirts are
They might go
The design
quick.
is awesome.
Thank you. They might go pretty quick. We got another donation here. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is.
It's rolling up.
Chris Kelly. Can y'all build a Honda Del Sol?
Ooh,
actually
I
a good
am
one.
So down for that.
Can we? Yes.
Yeah.
I
I
actually
think we should.
Can we get one with the
I
automatic
want
top?
the trans top. Yeah.
okay, hold on.
Are those rare?
For those who don't know,
Very.
someone explain what
I
that
haven't
is.
seen
Someone
one.
explain what that is because I'm not
They all
sure.
were like that in Japan. You just have to get a range.
Yeah, but we're not in Japan.
Yeah, but,
But I
Just
mean,
get
like
one
like a
from Japan, baby.
USDM
Come on.
one, like with that on.
I don't think I've
Mickey,
ever seen
explain
one in
what that
person.
is because a
Trans
lot of
top?
our people don't know what that is.
So in Japan, they actually got a trans top Del Sol, which meant that it had a mechanism in the trunk. You just hit a button from the driver's seat, and the trunk lid would pop up, and this mechanism would come out of the trunk, reach forward, grab the sunroof or the
Target top.
Target top?
Target top, yeah.
technically? I
lift
don't
it
know.
up, drag it back, take it down back into the trunk, and it would close up.
Yep.
It
And
was
then
like
what's
a,
cool is you could still open the trunk lid and put stuff under it, I believe. So
and it was very slow, automated, wasn't it? Like,
Yeah,
it was
it
like
was-
very.
But it
slow.
looked funny because it
looked
just
cool.
goes straight up.
Yeah.
And it's
know?
funny that now, modern hardtop convertibles, it's kind of like a evolution of
Yeah,
that. They're way
100%.
faster and way
Yeah.
better, but that was like one of the first, I would assume, of that era.
It
Hey,
was
we got
ahead of its time for
yeah.
sure.
We got another donation here. $5 from Victor. Thank you, Victor.
Thanks,
Why
Vic.
don't more people, a different Victor than Victor De Leon, but Victor Angelo. Why don't more people like the old school Supra Celica? To me, it looks more aggressive than an 86. Throw in a 2J and build it on the channel. 3 thumbs up on that, too. What do you think of the old Supras?
So
Supra
I actually
Celicas.
had a friend who had one, and he
Okay.
was trying to rebuild the 5M, and it was like a nightmare to find parts for. He couldn't find anything
Well,
for that
this
engine.
guy's saying put a 2J, so
Yeah, do a 2J swap.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't know. I don't have an answer to that actually. They're
It's-
pretty
it's-
good looking cars.
Yeah, it's not an ugly
I
car.
feel like
It's
they're
a-
kind of
it's-
hard to find,
yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
you can find them. There's just there's really not much you
I
can
feel
do
like
to them.
in the like class of 80s cars, they weren't extremely special.
It's like the
No.
Starion,
And-
I feel
yeah.
like.
yeah.
yeah, just
You know?
nothing about it really stood out, and stylistically, it wasn't that appealing.
Yeah.
in my opinion.
I almost feel like a lot of the hero cars became, a lot of them, not all of them, they became heroes because of the engine and power plant. Like,
Also, the like 80s cars, I feel like weight is a huge thing. Like
Was
the
that a heavy
E30
one?
M3,
Yeah.
yeah, they're pretty heavy.
They're
Like,
pretty
the
heavy.
M3 was
86 for
super
sure.
light. The 86 was super light. It was all the really light on their feet nimble cars that were
High
successful.
strung 4-bangers.
Yeah, exactly.
okay. Get another donation here. Justice says, would you be interested in doing a 2014 Lancer GTS? That's a non-Evo.
Yeah, I don't think that would do very well on the channel.
Yeah.
I tend to agree.
No, it's just because we mainly focus on the race edition of that specific car,
That's
right?
correct.
Like we would do like Evo 8s, Evo 9, even Evo 10s, or the STIs or stuff like that, or
No.
GSX instead of a GS.
I think that's not to say that you can't make them cool or
No,
make
for
them your
sure.
own or modify them. Like we sell a lot of parts for the call it top trim.
Right.
But on YouTube, typically, to your point, we try to do, the M3 version or the top of the
Right.
line version because that's typically what's the most sought after.
Yeah, we just all have to understand that when you go to YouTube to look for your dream car, to view your future, because when I'm about to buy a car, I watch a ton of videos on the car, like issues, problems, modifications. And usually your dream car is the race spec of
Yeah.
it, whether it's an MR or a GSX. Nobody's dream car is the GS version of
right.
anything, you know what I mean? So I think that's why we mainly focus on stuff like that, because we have to look on both ways, right? Parts that we can find on throtl.com, aftermarket, and support.
Yeah, there's definitely way more for the
Right.
Evo than there is for
than
a
if it's
non.
Lancer,
Yeah,
right?
Got it.
Plus what people searching online, which will help us both ways.
I also feel like it depends on what we're doing to the car. So
Sure.
that is like the most base model R34 you could possibly
Oh,
buy
correct.
ever.
Correct.
So
That's
then
a
we
good point.
just cut
Yes,
it up,
but
you throw all
back
the-
to what
yeah.
I said. What did we
Yeah.
do to it? We made it the race spec.
Yeah,
one.
that's what I'm saying. Is
Yeah.
if you're trying to do something like that, it doesn't make it. that
Okay,
much of a
so to his
difference when it's
point,
crazy.
you could take the non all-wheel drive Evo, non all-wheel drive Lancer and make it an all-wheel drive. Maybe I'm not sure.
but
I never-
why?
Why would you do that if you could just get it?
Now, if we buy a wagon that never
That's
came
cool.
to the
That's
States,
different.
That's
That's cool.
different.
Isn't that
because
funny
at
how
that
that
point,
works?
Yeah, I will buy an Evo and then buy the wagon and then start swapping stuff over.
Now, one of the main reasons why with this car behind us, we bought the non-top trim is because the price of the GTR versus the price of a GTT was so different.
Outrageous. You can say that.
I think it was 35 or
It's
38
six
grand.
figures, more than 6 figures.
And GTR is 150 grand, and we knew we were going to strip this thing down to nothing anyway.
Yeah.
So maybe
it
if you
made no
were
sense.
trying to buy a Lancer and you knew you were going to turn it into an all-wheel drive complete race car, maybe you do start with a base Lancer. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know if it's worth it, but hopefully that answers that question. What do you think of the Accord platform, 1980 to 1990? It's actually a big range. I actually owned one at one point, a 2-door manual Accord.
I think that goes back to like the support, right?
Yeah.
I haven't seen.
It wasn't
many
an.
support on
It
that
was
car,
not an
yeah.
H series engine. I think it was an F single overhead
Right.
cam.
F23 single cam.
Yeah,
VTEC.
single cam. Didn't get a ton of love.
I actually was preparing to do that swap into my EG
Really?
because it's a 2.3 liter, so you get the displacement and you get VTEC.
But it's a single cam still, and they were cheaper. I'm
They
sure.
were, dude, they were. You could get them for a couple $100.
Big blocks, baby,
Yeah.
big blocks.
Yeah.
Yep.
We got a couple more here. We're gonna have to move quicker. If you ever want any sports car import that pretty much doesn't exist in your country, it's called the Fiat Coupe, 1997 to 2000, and it needs a throttle build. I don't think we can get that here, so we'd have to do that in Europe. We were talking earlier about doing a build.
I want to do a Clio, a Renault
Oh,
Clio,
yeah.
like a real.
But you can't get 'em here
V6.
either, right?
No,
Yeah.
but I mean, how they made in the early 2000s.
Oh,
so
I
they're
guess-
eligible for import in a couple of years. It'd be cool to do one there. They're so the V6s are
Are
true
they?
because they're mid-engine hatchbacks.
Whoa.
They're rear-wheel drive.
Those are the ones
wow.
they do rally
Oh
stuff with.
yeah, I know what you're talking
they're
about. Now. Yeah,
sick.
yeah.
They
They're
look so
so
cool.
sick. Yeah.
yeah,
That was one of my favorite cars in Gran Turismo.
yeah.
Mm.
yeah.
We got another one here. Another donation. Thanks, Reese. Build an XR6 Turbo Falcon and do a build with it. I'm not even sure what that is personally.
Is that Aussie? That's Aussie, right? Falcon, Ford Falcon.
Is that?
Well, there's the XR4 Ti.
Hold on,
Which was-
I gotta Google this. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, the XR6 Falcon, I believe, was an Aussie spec car.
What is it? A XRS, XR6, X.
I'm going to
XR6
answer this this
Turbo
other question
Falcon.
while you look that up. What happened to Will? Will left us. No, Will left us and started his own business converting cars to EV. So we built the Tesla Z. We couldn't have done it without him. And after that, he decided to start his own business. So he's like 30, 40 minutes away. We see him. He was just
Yeah.
in the shop a couple
Yeah,
weeks
he
ago.
was here a
Just
couple
bought a
days ago.
Lobo,
Yeah,
a Maverick Lobo. It's pretty
yeah,
sick.
I think sick.
Nice.
So
yeah, Will loves doing EV stuff, and after the Z, we just didn't do any more EV cars.
Because they're
So-
very expensive.
And they're
Very
Very
expensive.
cost
a lot.
prohibitive.
Yeah.
So check this out, XR6 Turbo Falcon. This is like a Ford Fusion, but on steroids.
Yeah,
It's
it
literally
does.
what it is.
All right, we got another donation here. I feel like we're going slow. There's lots
What
of questions.
market
here.
is that from, Ricky?
Oh, not from here.
Fellow Puerto Rican from Florida. What about a third gen Tacoma? I have one and they are fun. What year is that? Because we do have a
Third gen.
third gen.
Let's
We
say it's
have
early
a
2000s. I don't know.
early
It's
2000s.
pretty old, yeah.
Okay. We have a Tacoma build coming up here pretty soon. We are going to be doing a 2018 to 2023 Tacoma. I'm
I
pretty
think that
excited
covers
about
the
it.
third gen.
Is that one?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's
The one we're gonna do is a third gen.
Yeah.
yeah.
I
That's
have no
what we're
idea
gonna
what the
do.
generations
So
So there you go.
There you go. We've got
It's
a whole
coming.
build sheet planned for everything. We're just working on getting all the parts here, and then we're gonna be trading our Ranger in. So we're talking about getting rid of some cars earlier, and the Ranger has lived a really good life here
Yeah.
at Throttle, and
It's been used.
it's been used, and it's been great. It's honestly, it's been a great vehicle for us, having like a light duty truck. Everyone,
That thing
hops in.
never gave us any
Yeah.
issues.
But it's a little tired. We got that maybe 5 years ago now. It's got almost 100,000 miles, something like that.
2020.
20? Yeah. So the Tacoma's going to replace that, and we've got a pretty cool build lined up with MagnaFlow on that one. So I'm excited
Sick.
for that.
That'll be cool. I don't
Yeah.
want to take the wrap off the Ranger though.
We
That's
are
gonna be
not going to take the
miserable.
wrap off the Ranger. If anyone would like to do that, please shoot me an email. All right. Wow. Okay. Sentra, SER. Oh, I missed one. Sorry. Hold up. Shout out to Ricky and Quinn. Mad skill. Been watching Throttle from the Throttle inception. Please build an Acura TL Type S. Is that the 2-door one or is that the 4-door?
I
Like
think that's
the
the two-door one.
I thought it was
The
the
TL.
4-door with a V6.
Hold on.
it's like VIP style.
So
So
I
you
could
guys
be-
think we know about cars? We don't know anything about cars.
Well, these are some
That's
pretty
not true.
obscure cars.
Yeah, I
but
kind of
The TL Type,
like
that's like a
it.
mid 2000s, like a 2008 or 2009.
I kind of like that. It's like VIP style.
They're
It's kind
cool.
of
They
like
come
the
with, like, a
IS.
nice
Oh, they are
kit on
four
them?
doors.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
it.
They are the four-door ones.
It's kind of like the Dream Build 9, I think. A little bit. VIP style you could do.
You can make those sick, dude.
Yeah,
It'd be cool to do
Yeah.
one.
I actually, I
I don't,
kind of
I
like
don't
this.
think they came in
Front-wheel
manual
drive.
though.
It is front wheel drive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
I don't know if they came in manual. I don't
What
think they did.
about a 90s Sentra? with
SR20.
SR20.
Well, we got the SR20 DE here, the Sentra, but we never got the DDT.
That's right.
But that's a quick swap. That's possible. They're really
Is
nice.
any swap a quick swap, actually?
Yeah.
I mean, for us, yeah.
I
You guys
guess
get
so.
to see it in 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's how do you fit 71 people all in one car comfortably?
You didn't just read that.
Can't finish that sentence, but I appreciate the donation, Victor.
I almost got him.
That says, yo, Chris Fix. What does that mean? Is Chris in here?
I doubt it.
Come
Be
on,
cool if he
Chris.
was.
Come on, Chris.
Say something, Chris. That's our boy, by the way.
Can we get some more ice cream merch and new project car? If you guys thought about a project with Garage Active. That's a two-part question, Martin. Ice
Got
cream
'em.
truck merch. We haven't really done a lot with the ice cream truck, honestly, but we have another event next weekend with it, and I'm kind of, I don't know, it's a pretty sick vehicle.
It is.
That was kind of a vehicle that kind of changed the game for us a bit, and I don't know, maybe we should come out with some more
I think
merch.
the merch that came out of that era, it was
cool.
so cool. I loved
was
it.
cool.
I loved it. It was so nice.
Garage
Some-
Active project, what does
Some
that
of the
mean?
best content from the shop came during the build of the ice cream truck.
Oh, for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
A lot of it hit the cutting
Yeah.
room floor.
Uh,
Garage Active build.
Yeah, I don't know. What does that mean? Do they sell body kits on their own?
That's Sakamoto.
Yeah.
That carbon fiber.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they sell body kits, all kinds of stuff actually. A lot of mostly all Skyline parts, but we don't have a build plan now.
Oh, another donation here. What is the hardest part in the throttle journey? Would you say to a small business that's trying to do similar work or be the next OC Cars and Coffee? Quinn, why don't you answer that?
Ooh, you also missed a donation.
Oh,
But
did I?
Hardest part
Okay.
of the throttle journey. Hardest part of my throttle journey or the throttle journey in general?
Why you just
throttle?
I
speak
don't
about
know.
yourself, I guess?
Yeah.
I mean, getting
Trying
here
to
on
do
time.
similar
I'll start
work.
that one. Quinn cannot get here on time.
What does that mean? That's not true. I was late today. I'll give you that.
And yesterday, and the day
What do you mean?
before.
I didn't work yesterday. I was off yesterday.
Oh yeah, that's why.
Exactly. Missed the whole day.
I don't know. I think that's more of a business related question than.
All right. What's
Like a
what's been the
personal
hardest thing here that you've had to accomplish? Hardest project?
Managing several projects at the same time would probably be
Okay.
the most difficult, I would say. Like car work stuff isn't that challenging at this point because I've done so much different stuff and I feel like I'm just kind of dialed in with it. But like trying to manage 4 or 5 different cars, one's taking priority over the other and trying to get things dialed in and done. Essentially just juggling that
Yeah.
tends
Got
to
it.
be a lot, especially when it comes to like shop work stuff too. We got to get cars in, cars out, cars ready to go, and
Well, we were talking about that on the podcast earlier, which
Yeah.
Mickey, we haven't even brought up. Yeah, that's why all this stuff is set up here. Is because we're kicking off the podcast and
Yep.
everything was set up, so we decided to live stream as well.
Yeah.
Which
a
will be
preview.
coming out very soon. The
Yep.
Full Throttle podcast.
Yeah, super excited
oh,
about it.
Chris is in here.
Chris Fix.
Yeah.
Oh, what's up, Chris?
Hey, there he is.
Where was I going with that? Oh, that, there's a lot of things that are happening behind the scenes that, you may see on YouTube one video at a time, but really, Quinn, Ricky, Mickey, everyone's working on probably 4, 5, 6 vehicles at a time. And we actually have another shop over there that has 4 cars that are not released yet.
Right.
So there's just a lot that's happening that I think is overlooked, or people don't really realize how much actually happens here.
Yeah. There's
so-
a lot going on that we don't really vocalize because we can't yet. So
Well, and I think that's what part of the podcast is about is, spilling some tea and sharing
Yeah.
some secrets a little bit,
dropping some hints.
dropping some hints. Yeah, I like that. Anyone want to comment on other hard things from Throttle? Otherwise, we can move on because we got a couple more.
Yeah, let's keep going.
Hello from Puerto Rico. Another Puerto Rican. Ricky, you should build your Suzuki or a Suzuki Samurai with a 20B.
Calm down, bro.
Dang, a 20B and a Samurai? I don't know about all that.
This is like the craziest thing, right? Because like, obviously Puerto Rico are known for their extremely fast rotary engines. And we put a rotary engine even on a toaster oven. We don't care what it is. We should slap a rotary in it. But a 20B, it is extremely fast to put on anything smaller than a freaking RX-7, right? So
What was that one on the East Coast in Connecticut? We went to that meet.
Yeah, that was
Was that a
Samurai.
13B?
Yes.
That was a
No,
13B Samurai.
that was a 13B.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, like, how much more could you need?
Yeah, for a 13B for a Samurai is perfect.
Man,
right?
that thing was rowdy.
Yeah, it was sick.
That was one of my favorite cars.
I do want to build a Suzuki Samurai rotary for myself here in Cali. So one day you will see it on the channel. But right now, but definitely not a 20B. I think a 13 base is plenty of power.
I did want to take a quick second to let everyone know about the R35 sweepstakes. Our R35 GTR and a check for 20 grand is going to one of you guys. And to get entered, just shop on our site. We actually launched a whole new throtl.com website. Buy car parts, buy merchandise, whatever you're looking for, we have it. We have over 350,000 parts in our catalog now. And it's pretty easy to get entries, and you never know. We've had winners. We were talking about this earlier. Buy a set of floor mats and they win a car. Or Jesus bought a jet tag.
One jet tag.
One
jet tag,
single
yeah.
jet tag. So the link's in the video description. You guys should know it by now if you're tuned in. And we appreciate all of the orders, and we will make sure that the team gets everything out as soon as humanly possible. Also, would love some feedback on the new site too. There's a lot of people working on it to make it as good as humanly possible. So we'd appreciate any feedback on there. We got a couple more donations in here, and in about 10, 15 minutes, we're probably going to hop off.
There was one higher up that you
What'd you
skipped
see?
over. It was
You can call it out.
any advice for a younger person who wants to get into the car scene / community, and would you say the barrier to entry has gone up
Ooh.
I think the
or
barrier
gone up
has
to
gone
get
up.
into and move up?
I
Essentially,
think it goes both ways. So I think on social media and YouTube now, there's way more people doing it than there were back in 2015, 2016 when we started. But I will say that the algorithms on all platforms are designed to support up and coming creators, and you don't need a large following to reach a large audience anymore, which was a big thing back in the day. So subscribers and follower base, it doesn't matter nearly as much as it did before. And if you make good content, the views will be there. That's my advice.
I agree with that.
Yep.
Yeah, we had a friend's channel come out with a video, and they have 0 subscribers, and their first video did 250,000 views.
Jeez.
dang.
Wow. Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You're next.
What do we got? What do we got? Whoa, we are late here. We got a lot of.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot happening in that group chat.
Would you
see
do
if
a
it's up to
second gen Toyota Tundra 5.7 V8?
wow.
We talked about trucks. An older Tundra wasn't. I don't know if it's been on a list. I know a lot of people
No,
do
I don't
those,
think so.
but
I can see us picking that for a dream build winner for sure.
yeah. Oh yeah, I think that's a
The
good one.
V8s are pretty good. They're
Yeah.
pretty reliable too. Easy to work on, like most Toyotas. Pretty nice.
Really, we don't need a truck right now, like something
Yeah.
that big.
We
so-
have too many cars
yeah.
here. We need to get rid of some cars here. So we got another one come in. Love the new option to toggle out universal parts. Oh, that's on the website. So thanks, King of the Ranch. Appreciate the donation and the feedback. Yeah, we hope you guys like the site. Like I said, there's just a lot of people and eyeballs and resources being put to try to make it the best experience that we can.
Mm-hmm.
I see one here that says, "Why are all the Fast and Furious cars dismantled?" I'm assuming because they can see those too, but they don't
Well,
see
the
the.
Super's not dismantled.
Well,
Yeah,
the Supra
is not
The
dismantled.
Supra did
Supra's
have a
just on
little
the rack.
issue, though. We did have a little issue with the Supra.
But it's not dismantled. It's just
It's
on
not
the lift.
dismantled.
And the
It's-
Eclipse, which is off screen, you guys can't see it. It's to Evan's left.
Yep.
Or
Yeah,
your
Eclipse
right.
is dialed, brother.
It's just the front bumper.
Just the front bumpers off
Yeah,
the
the
sky.
car runs and starts.
It was on the dyno not that long ago.
Well, the hood is off as well. But
Let's
I
just
can't see
say
that.
the R34 is making its way to the drag strip here within 2 weeks. It's been a long time coming. I think we're all very excited.
It's
I'm
gonna be
excited to
fun.
see that thing go
It's gonna
down
be
the
very
track.
fun.
It's going to be pretty insane. Reed says, "Hey guys, back in the day, GMC had a pair of unique sports vehicles, the
Typhoon and
Cyclone and the
Cyclone.
Typhoon.
Saw that coming.
Yeah, it might be fun and unique with the 2025 interior. Man, how expensive are those things these
Not.
days? They're not?
They're not. No, didn't
Really?
get them in
They're
the
probably
20s.
cheaper than
Cheaper
Grand
than a
Nationals.
Grand National.
Yeah.
Oh,
Really?
for sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah.
I would love a Typhoon. They've always been. There was a guy I went to high school with that had a Cyclone, and he was just dominating everything.
So sick.
Those things are rippers, dude.
Really cool car. Slept on for sure.
Oh yeah. Grand National is finally starting to get some traction in like pop culture.
It's
now.
like
Yeah.
it's such a
But-
funny car, man.
It's the wildest driving car ever because it's like springy and bouncy because it's an old Buick and then
Yeah,
it's
it's like
a
you
little
sit,
ripper.
it's like a couch.
But it
Yeah.
sounds so good though.
It does. The flutter. It's just
Yeah,
such a fun
sounds
car.
so
You're
good.
driving a turbo couch.
Yeah,
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 pretty
that's a
much.
great way to
Pretty
put it.
much.
Yeah. Alex says, I want to get into cars and all of this. Please tips. I don't know exactly what that means.
I mean, that's simple. You want to hang out with people that are into cars, right? Because you usually follow the same crowd that you're in. So if your crowd of people like to play chess, you're going to end up playing chess, brother. So
Yeah, I think that's a good point. You want to be into cars? Just go to car meets.
Yeah.
yep.
Hang
Go to
out with
car meets,
people.
car shows, racetrack, build your own car, start posting about it. It's kind of a slippery slope, but that's how it goes. So in 5 minutes, we got to cut this off because we got a big day tomorrow, boys.
Ooh, we got
Not you, Ricky.
tools and stuff.
But I have a big day too.
Are you flying
don't.
tomorrow?
I'm flying
You're gonna sit
tomorrow.
on a
Yeah.
plane
Where are you
tomorrow.
going,
That's
Ricky?
not
Going to
a bad day.
Boston. I'm see my mommy. Mommy, te amo.
Attaboy.
The rest of us are headed to the racetrack tomorrow. So we've got a fun video planned, which we haven't done in a little while. Drag racing our daily drivers or drag racing our project cars. I'm bringing my E36 M3 as long as it starts and doesn't spray fuel all over the place because that was really fun the other day. Quinn, what are you bringing?
The Mustang.
Are you doing the drag pack
S550.
too?
I'm gonna drag the drag pack out. And hope I don't
Do we
break
have the
car.
tires mounted?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
We took the fronts off.
Okay,
not
you don't need the
backs.
fronts,
No.
Okay.
So I hope I don't break it. We'll find out.
You're not gonna break.
It's gonna 60
It's a
foot pretty good though.
Mustang.
It's going to do great. But if you do break, you better call me. So I want to see it. I want to see it broken
He's bringing
down.
the trailer out, so the trailer will
Oh,
be
good,
there in
good.
case
Yeah,
it blows
smart.
up. We got something.
Yeah. Smart.
We'll be all right. But it'll be fun.
Yeah, it will be.
Would
You'll be
you
okay.
ever do a Ford Focus RS build?
Yes.
I want to.
Yes.
We've considered
Yeah.
a couple of those for dream builds
We have.
on
Yeah.
several
Man,
rounds.
we've looked
ST.
at 'em multiple times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's only a matter
It's going
of
to
time.
happen. Yeah, it's going to happen.
Honestly, the RSs that we've seen, this might be divulging too much, but a lot of them that we've seen have been so nice that it's kind of like, well, what do we do to
Yeah,
it? Because
it's
it's already
already
done.
Yeah.
You know, it's one of those cars, in my opinion, where it's, if you do all the bolt-ons, you lower it, you add wheels and tires, you do lighting upgrades, what else are you going to
Done.
do? Like, it's
Yeah.
not worth, tearing it down for a full whatever. And they're already pretty trick.
They're
So
really nice.
No, but even that for a dream build person, right? Like that's already good enough for them, and I guarantee
Maybe-
it's going to be good enough. For
maybe
the
if there was a
audience.
rougher one that submits, or an ST. I think ST is a cool
STs
one
are
too.
good too.
Fiesta SCs are great. They're
Mhm.
so fun to drive. They have so much character.
Little egg on turbo.
Yeah, exactly. Those would be fun. I like to do them.
All right. Any last minute questions, guys, before we hop off? I hope you guys enjoyed the live stream. We haven't done one of these in a long time, and now we got the full setup, and it's a lot of fun. So if you want to see us do more live streams, please be vocal in the comment section, but also like on social and stuff, and DM us and whatever. I think we're all pretty accessible.
Yep.
And I try to get through every DM that I get and respond to everyone back. So any last minute questions you guys see? Otherwise, we will hop off. Would you guys ever do a Genesis? Yes. Come to Wicked Big Meet on Sunday.
Yeah,
what is that?
A lot of people are saying that.
I'm not sure what
Same
that
guy.
is.
Where
I've
is
heard
it?
of it, but I can't remember where it is.
Please DM us what that is. If it's
Yeah.
this weekend, I can't make it. But
Well,
yeah.
What if it's on the East Coast?
What if it's in Boston?
If
What's
it's in
it-
Boston,
you
I'm
going?
going. I can
DM
go. Yeah.
Ricky where it is this weekend, so he can't go.
Yeah.
Let them know.
Well, if it's in Boston, I can go.
All right. All
Oh,
right.
it is called the Wicked Big Meet. Maybe it is
See?
in Boston.
Yeah. All
That is a
right,
pretty Boston
ladies and
thing.
gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe, like this live stream, leave us some comments, DM us. We appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
Nos vemos
We're
para el
out.
mundo.